Who? Oh, sorry. I'm a little hard of hearing these days. What's up, witches? Hi, guys. So, most of you have seen the tour of the house, but you want to see it again, so I'll see if I can, well, I don't know, reinterpret or come up with some lies about the stuff I have. Anyway, I got all gussied up for you. Isn't that pretty cool? Yeah? Come on, let's come inside. I'll give you the tour. That's right, Igor. Let's go to the dining room first. Can I even be seen? Is this light enough? Are we working? Okay, come this way. I want to show you this little lady here. This gal I got at a doll show. Back when I started collecting Barbies, as a lot of you know, there were these doll shows where craftspeople would show up with these wonderful, one-of-a-kind creations. And this lady is one of my favorites, obviously. And these spooky, spooky candelabras are just something I got probably, I don't know, 15 years ago at Pottery Barn. Anyway, come on, let's go see some of the other stuff, huh? Now, I'm not going to be able to give you any of the artists' names because I can't remember. If you want to know, I'll, write me and I'll clear it up. This is an original piece of an artist who I can't think of, but I'm crazy in love with his work, so I wanted you guys to see that. There was a gallery called Every Picture Tells a Story, and all they sold was the artwork of illustrators, things like that. Turn around. This here, this skeleton, I had that as a kid. This is not my very one, but that's about like 60 years old. Got that on eBay, and when you collect stuff like I do, can you see me, I wonder? Ephemera is the word they use. I'll come into the light a little bit. Ephemera is the word they use for a lot of the stuff I collect, because a lot of my collection is paper. Paper from the 1920s up through the 60s. And it's called that category because, silver and china and gold, whatever, it's quite likely that'll still be here. But paper that was for to be thrown away from a party that exists is insane, that some of it has made it, or from the 1920s, 100 years, right? So I have a lot of that stuff I want to show you. These are some of my favorite gems. This needlepoint, this pumpkin, my friend Natalie made that for me. This raven is a picture that was, I got in Taos, New Mexico. An artist there made it, again, these one-of-a-kind, beautiful pieces of art. This thing that I decided to frame, that's from the 1920s. It's actually, you would buy those and then you would fold it into a candy cup for your little Halloween party. These pieces, which you'll see a lot of, an amazing artist, Sharon, I'm gonna plug you here now. Sharon Bloom, if you don't know her already, does amazing stuff all year round, but her Halloween stuff is just off the hook. She made this urn here as well. And this little picture of me, can you see that at all? Some of you who are doll collectors might know Gene Dolls. Mel Odom was the artist, and he did a self-portrait of me. And I just have that snapshot. I have the portrait elsewhere, but it's perfect for the Halloween stuff. This little Hershey's truck is from the 1980s. No stories on that. And this wonderful thing of Walt Disney's Headless Horseman is just amazing. Okay, we're walking. And over here, these guys, I don't have them lit right now. They have little lights inside. I forgot to do that. there's a show, and I think it travels, called Halloween and Vine. And I went a couple of times. It was up in Northern California, and found these amazing handmade, like I said, you know, there's lights inside. And sorry, I didn't get them turned on for you. In here, we won't go through everything. Most of this is vintage. These little books here that are called Bogey, or like Bogeyman, are from the 1920s, and inside were all ideas for costumes and how to throw the perfect Halloween party. And a lot of costumes back in those days for adults were made of crepe paper. And obviously you can't sit down in that, I would think. This witch, this marionette, I got that in Prague, probably about 15 years or so ago. This, a lot of you animation friends might recognize from Skeleton Dance by Walt Disney, probably in the early 20s, I think, mid-20s. My friend Eddie Frierson gave that to me because he knew how much I love that cartoon. All right, over this way. Here's this skeleton guy, or sorry, pumpkin guy. That's a one-of-a-kind piece of art. And if I were better prepared, I could tell you who the artist was. It's not Chicken Lips. Maybe one of you can remember. I'll turn it over. Maybe you can answer. You might recognize his style. Up here on the mantle this year, I brought out all kinds of my favorite Halloween photos from over the years. They just make me feel very comfy and cozy and remind me of all the wonderful costume parties I've had over the years. This gate I bought at an antique toy show. We can make up all kinds of stories for that, you know, like was this part of a really insane dollhouse, or was it an architectural piece they built for, you know, doing a model of some rich person's mansion they were building back in the 1880s or something. Do not have a date on this, but it has knobs that turn and it opens. Right? This mask is by an Italian artist. Oh, we forgot to show him the spook on the wall over there. When we come make our round again, we'll do that. But I have a few of those. This raven that's made of found objects. As you can see, there's rulers are part of his wings and keyholes and just all kinds of doodads, wheels for his feet, which I think is great. Oops, sorry, you're gonna have to step over this. Obviously, you know what that is. That's Linus in the Pumpkin Patch. I was robbed. I want restitution, says Sally. If you try to hold my hand, I'll slug you. All right, this autumn painting. Never showed you this, I don't think. My grandpa, William King Driggs, he painted this when he wasn't teaching music to his family or to other students. He was a painter and sold paintings on the side. And I just love that. It's so nostalgic to me. Over here, this is some more of my collectibles. This frame thing here, those are actually party hats, also from the late 1920s. And I went, that kind of looks like a pie. This is something up here. Take a look up here. Look at that goblin. Is he something else? Had that for probably about 40 years now. Just amazing handiwork. Okay, let's go this way for a second. Oh, would you guys like some candy? There's a bunch of candy here. Want a Tootsie Roll? There you go. This is also by this Italian guy, this amazing ghost here on the wall. He does animals, he does jesters, he does all this Renaissance kind of style stuff, and it's just so evocative. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, so stay with me, bear with me. would just take you into this room and show you some other things. All these framed elements are again from the 1920s. It came in a package, a party in a package. All the little things, you'd cut these things out to make, like I said, the candy cups and all. This is one of my prized possessions. This is very hard to come by. This jack-o'-lantern from the early part of the 20th century. And what's insane, you see the little glow? That's obviously an electric candle, but it's still got the honeycomb inside. It's over 100 years. And again, ephemera. This wasn't supposed to last. And seriously, you were supposed to put a candle in this thing. It's like people putting candles on Christmas trees. I don't know how anybody survived that. Okay, and this is just my silly collection of silly old ceramic pumpkins that you buy at the dime store. Dime stores, do they still have dime stores? I don't think so. They'd probably be $20 stores. And this is my Halloween tree with all kinds of collectibles and stuff on it. This I made. This out of, y'all know Color Me Mine? Here, come back to me. Show me. There we are. So that, you guys ever been to Color Me Mine? So I did a bunch of tiles, painted them all different shades of orange and stuff, and then I broke them. And this was just a piece I got at a nursery, and I covered it with all the broken tiles, and it's pretty cool. Anyway, I think this is the tour, my friends. Oh, whip around, and let me show them one more thing. This quilt. One of my agents had that hanging in his house, and when he moved back east, when he left the business, I said, you taking all this, because he loved Halloween. Charles was his name, is his name. He sold that to me, and it's one of my cherished possessions. Now I'm going to close with a little, oh no, I'm not closing, quick, one more thing. Oh, we didn't light him, oh well. Good, Igor, good. This is this, can you see that lady? Is she showing up? No? Oop, wrong way. Also a craft piece I got probably 25 years ago back in New England. This is also from one of those doll shows from the 1990s. It's Pumpkin Jack, he is. So I will finish with one little thing. Any of you ever read the Halloween Tree by Ray Bradbury? My friend Patricia, who I will brag, she was one of the leads on Land of the Giants. Her stage name was Heather York. And when I met her when I was a teenager, I was like, I've died out and gone to heaven to meet her. And she was in Saturday's Warrior with me, for those of you who know of that. Anyway, she introduced me to this book. And she started calling me Pip as my nickname. She's the only one who's ever called me that, but if you read the opening chapter about a boy running through the wind in autumn, as only Ray Bradbury can describe in his talented voice, it's like one of the biggest compliments I've ever received, to be called Pip. So check out that character, and happy Camptober, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this this retour, and we got more stuff to share as the season goes on. Okay, thanks for tuning in.